welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how I make these coasters. Here's one I made earlier. Look how pretty this maroon colour is. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I use liquid gold in there as well. So I'm going to show you how I get that beautiful colour on these coasters. I have already mixed my resin, so for this one I'm going to be using the cast-in resin from Craft Resin, which is the 1:1 ratio that cures in 24 hours. My absolute favourite, I love it so much. I'm just going to prep my mould because there's little bits of like dust in there from my last project. So I'll just take a bit of tape, any tape is fine, and just lift that up like that. And then I'm going to pour some of the resin into the paper cup. I like a paper cup just because you can pinch the edges and it just creates like a really easy way to pour it, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the crimson colour from the Craft Resin Mica Powder range. I love this colour so much, and with the Craft Resin Mica Powders a little bit goes such a long way, so I just love it really. It's really fun. They last such a long time as well because you don't need too much at all for your resin. And then what I'm going to do is, to that mix I'm going to add some black alcohol ink. I'm using the Fluids one, just from Amazon. Just add a generous amount to that and then give it a good mix. You want to make sure that you really do mix it properly, because you don't want to because if you don't mix it properly, what will happen is you get like lumps of powder in your resin piece, and you just don't want that really. Just going to give it a really good mix. This is what we're looking like. Oh my goodness, I love it. I might need to mix up a little bit more, but I can do that if I need to. Oh, look at that colour. I'm obsessed. I also love this mould too. It's really funky. I just really think it's a pretty set of coasters. And you can do so many different designs. Really, all you need is resin, the Craft Resin Mica Powders, and a couple of moulds, and then you're ready to go. Oh, I have like the perfect amount. And then the next bit, I'm going to use, I don't know if it's focusing, but liquid gold. This is also from Amazon. You need to give it a good shake before you use it, because it all kind of like sinks to the bottom. And then give it a good mix with like a wooden stick. And then what I do, a little bit of this goes such a long way, so bear that in mind. I'm just gonna swirl that within the resin. Look how gorgeous that effect is. I can't cope. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. And the trick is with this is when you come to swirl it within the resin, let your resin thicken up. So I'm going to let my resin sit for probably a good half an hour, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and then swirl it like this once the resin is a bit thicker, because once the resin's thicker it will set in that beautiful swirl, as opposed to just creating this kind of design as well. And up close in the light, this liquid gold is beautiful and metallic, and it just shines so beautifully in the light. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the light. Look how gorgeous that metallic is. It's absolutely stunning. Now I am working at night, so the colour for you guys on this video is probably a little bit darker than what it is in real life. But what I'll do is I'll show you as well in the morning what it looks like demoulded. But look how pretty that is, and the metallic when the light hits it. Actually obsessed. Such a simple but very effective way to create some resin coasters. It is the next day now. These are what they're looking like. Oh my god, I'm so excited to demold these. So what I do is I just pop them out, and look at the metallic gold, like the liquid gold, how metallic-y that is, and how it's come out and how it shines in the light. I just love it so much. So take them all out, and then what I like to do is, because the edges can be quite sharp, I like to file them down. So I get a file. This is like a metal file. I get these off Amazon, but I'm actually going to use my bigger one today just to make it a bit quicker and easier, which is this size, but you can use any size. It is handy to do this over a bin because you don't want to get resin dust everywhere, but I'll just show you how gently I do it. So I just go over it just like that, and then round these sharper bits as well, and then it will just be nice and smooth. Okay, so I've filed them all down now, and then what I do is I just take a microfiber cloth and I just wipe away any excess of the resin dust. I'm now going to edge the coasters in gold just to finish them off, and I use, this is the pen I use, it's the Edin 750 paint marker. You can get them on Amazon. And what's really cool is they have them in loads of different sizes as well. I love these ones so much because you only need one layer of gold, and with a lot of the gold pens I've used before you need to do like 1 or 2 layers, but with this one it's just really nice. It goes on effortlessly and you only need 1 layer, which is very handy. Okay, my camera cut me off. I have no idea what we got to, but hopefully you really liked this tutorial, and if you want to see any more videos, make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out, and other than that, I will see you next time. Bye everyone!